Okay, so I know I just did a Phantasy Star Online 2 video, I think just a couple days ago, but in light of this new information, I feel that I am all but obligated to do a follow-up one, even if it is on a Sunday when I don't traditionally post videos, purely because of how, I guess, awesome this news is. See, in the last 24, wait, no, actually, when did they go ahead and post this? Let's see, on the 12th of this month. It's the 13th. So within the last 24 hours, the PSO2 team published a content roadmap for 2020. Not only that, but they also went ahead and released a full-length trailer for all of the upcoming content itself. And yes, in all of this, they did go on to confirm that the game is going to release on PC onto additional platforms. So I urge you guys to go ahead and watch as much of the video as you can possibly bear. That way you can be as up to date in terms of information regarding the game as you possibly can be. Now, to kick things off, the game, as you guys know, only has up until episode 3 currently, and that is quite a bit behind Japan. However, as you can see by the image supplied here, episode 4 is actually going to be coming in August, they confirmed right here, August 2020. It brings with it new story content, new urgent quests, the battle arena, Ridroid quest, crafting, and level cap of 80. And by level cap of 80, I mean a level cap of 80. I'm sorry, I'm recording this. It's like 9:30 in the evening and I've had barely any sleep, so I apologize. And then episode 5 is going to release, I don't know, like a month or maybe 2 after episode 4 releases. Episode 5 brings with it new story content, new urgent quests, a new Scion class hero, the Dark Blast, and a level cap of 90. And in the fourth quarter of this year, which is the October through December period, we're going to get episode 6 and then be fully up to date with the Japanese version of the game. Episode 6 brings with it, again, additional story content, new urgent quest, the new Scion class Phantom, the new ultra hard difficulty mode, and a level cap of 95. I don't feel like I really need to go over what episode 1 through 3 brought with it, but I will go ahead and read the introduction for the blog post. Greetings, ARCs. Now that Phantasy Star Online 2 is finally launched onto Xbox One and Windows 10 in North America, you're probably wondering what's next for the game in 2020. We know that a great number of players have waited a long time to be able to play PSO2, and we cannot wait to share the road ahead with you. Get ready, operatives. Phantasy Star Online 2's episode 4, the first major content update release in North America, arrives August 2020. Play it on Xbox One and Windows 10 with more PC platforms coming soon. This right here, with more PC platforms coming soon, announced via the official Phantasy Star Online 2 website. That is pretty much what the entirety of this video is for. Then they go on to state, we're also working hard to introduce this legendary online action RPG to a global audience this year. That is even better news, actually. I didn't even know that this was a thing. I guess I probably should have read through the entire blog post first, but they are trying or going to attempt to release it globally this year. Therefore, players within Europe, within Australia, within other Asian countries are going to hopefully be able to play it. I know that a lot of you European players have been asking how you can play it from wherever in Europe you're located. I know the only way to play it currently for players within Europe was to change the region that your Microsoft Store was set to, but here you go. As of later this year, if everything goes according to plan, you're going to be able to play this regardless of where you are in the world. We'll have more information about the regions where the game will become available in the near future. During our E3 2019 announcement, one of the lines read all the content, and we know that many of you must be wondering what it means for the launch of PSO2 in North America. Well, we intend to keep this promise while also making sure series veterans and newcomers alike get to experience the story unfolding with each new episode release as it was originally intended. Now, if you're wondering what episode 4 has in store for you, I actually received this via email, when was it, 8 hours ago? Tokyo, June 13, 2020. Sega has announced that their massively popular online action RPG, Phantasy Star Online 2, will receive its first big content update, episode 4, in August. The saga continues on PC and Xbox One, watches the interstellar battle between good and evil enters a familiar new dimension in the new trailer, which is right here, that we will go over in just a moment. The game's first major content update, episode 4, is coming this summer, and we're super excited to continue growing along with our player community, said Fred White. the PSO2 team North America's head of marketing. Episode 4 takes place several years after the end of episode 1 to 3, which are included in the base game of Phantasy Star Online 2. This is the first of more content updates to come in the near future. Players wake from a long sleep to find that there has been an internal invasion of fake ARCS members, a mysterious enemy called the Phantom appears, and a new planet has been discovered in another dimension, and that is Earth. And that's just the beginning of the adventures. ARCS will be able to unlock a new level cap and travel to new locations like Tokyo and Las Vegas in the pursuit of solving the mystery of the mysterious Black Shadow and purge the planet of the most powerful enemies encountered yet, including the mysterious organization called Mother Cluster. And yeah, I kid you guys not, it is called Mother Cluster. And MRSSSTIX is actually like cracking up laughing like right over there. She cannot believe, she cannot fathom that they would go ahead and call something Mother Cluster.
They're so creative.
They are, they're very, very creative. The popular free-to-play game is currently available on Xbox, blah, 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 blah. And here we go, let's take a look at the trailer and see what it has to offer us. I'm not sure if I should, yeah, let's go ahead and full screen this. The saga continues on Earth in episode 4. Okay, so this looks like it's a battleship on Earth. So here we are, we must have moved through dimensions. And, you know, the technology of Earth, like present day Earth, would not stand a chance against the mechs that are being deployed here. Okay, you know what? Actually, there are airplanes that are teleporting through portals in the sky now. I feel like this might be, they might stand a slightly better chance here. Uh-oh. I like how the plane, like, the jet, instead of firing at the missile, was like, I'm just gonna keep shooting at the mech, for whatever reason. Like, if it had hit that missile in the air, whoever was piloting that thing would have frozen in the air. And I guess my question here is, what was the purpose of freezing the water around the battleship? Oh, it was so we could land and then hop out of our mechs to go raid the battleship, as opposed to being like, hey, freeze, we have you outnumbered, like 20 mechs to 1 battleship. Arriving August 2020 on Xbox One and PC. Get it from Microsoft. And more PC platforms soon. Once again, this was actually, come on, there we go. This was actually announced also in the trailer, not only on the website, but also in the trailer. Now, how many different PC platforms can this actually realistically even release onto? We have Steam, we have the Epic Games Store, and I know that the majority of you are actually waiting to go ahead and play this on Steam. That is the most popular gaming platform on the internet right now. Now, going back to the blog post at the end, they state, in these uncertain times, the release schedule is subject to change, but our goal is to reach parity with the Japanese servers eventually, with simultaneous releases moving forward to ensure that both services deliver the best experience possible to our players. And that is it for our 2020 content roadmap, ARCS. This is just part of what's in store for this year, and we will explain everything that is coming in detail with each new episode release. We would like to thank you all for your support and for joining us in this never-ending quest in the world of Phantasy Star Online 2 North America. See you in-game, you know, for those of you that can successfully make it in-game. Now, I know a lot of you guys have either given up trying to get into the game, or have opted to go ahead and use the PSO2 tweaker. And you know what? I have openly recommended people go ahead and use the tweaker if they want to get in the game and they haven't been able to. I know that MRSSSTIX has had issue trying to get in the game over the last few days, and that was after their most recent update. I also know a lot of people, I'm not sure how many, but there were a lot of people on Reddit and even on our Discord and even in our stream earlier today that mentioned after their most recent update, they were also unable to get back into PSO2. So with all of this coming to light, with episode 4, episode 5, and episode 6, and with the additional platforms rolling out over, you know what, actually, I don't think they mentioned when the game was going to come out onto additional platforms, right? Just more PC platforms coming soon. So coming soon could mean the launch of episode 4 or episode 5, or heck, it could be delayed all the way back to the release of episode 6 or later. But for those of you that want to play this game on PC, that do not want to play it through the Microsoft Store, that do not want to go ahead and download a third-party program like the PSO2 tweaker to play it, you really should not have to wait that much longer. Maybe a few months, maybe going into next year at the latest. But I mean, you know what? We've all waited, what, like 8 years thus far? What's a few more months on top of that, right? Now, I'm excited to play this because when I started playing this in Japan, I started with episode 5. So episode 1 through 3 seemed very limiting to me. It seemed to lack a lot of the features that I recall the Japanese version having. Granted, I never played episode 6, so there's probably going to be a lot of content and a lot of features that I don't recognize. But I'm excited to play that, and I will probably leave PSO2 after this coming week, purely because there are just so many issues getting in game, and a lot of people are having an extraordinarily large amount of issues getting in game as well. And I'll probably go ahead and wait till episode 5 or episode 6, or heck, until the game releases onto Steam and everyone can log in concurrently and successfully. But yeah, that is pretty much every bit of information that we have regarding PSO2 and their large announcements made over the last, what, like 48 hours? I hope you guys are excited. We're finally going to get the game onto, hopefully, fingers crossed, Steam and additional platforms this year. But guys, that is it for me. I am sitting here sweating in the heat because I decided I was going to wear a long sleeved shirt at 10 o'clock in the evening and record with my giant light like glaring in my face. So hopefully, you know, you guys are excited for the game. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, I mean, actually, I'm gonna upload this today for you, so I guess maybe tomorrow for you. If not for you, then for me. Yeah, I'll see you guys in like, well, I'll see you soon.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it.